What's going on YouTube? Taters from TeamSlopyTaters is here today again, and you guys responded to my duel with EKT Iron Charge. I said that if the duel got 5 legs, then I would post up the deck list that I used in the video. The deck I used in the video was Hero Dino Control. This is my own personal deck that I built from scratch and kind of poured my soul into. This is the epitome of my playstyle. It's very, very aggressive, yet also controlling at the same time. If you guys are subscribed to me and you've seen my Gladiator Beast deck list, then you know I'm a very aggressive player. So I kind of made a deck based solely around my playstyle because I love elemental heroes. They're my favorite archetype. I played them ever since they came out, when you were using polymerization to send Burstinatrix and Avion to the graveyard and get out Flame Wingman, all that. I was doing all those shenanigans when it first came out. So I have always been looking for like my perfect hero build, because personally I don't like traditional hero builds. I don't like the hero Gemini beat or like the hero the bubble beat hero, whatever. I don't like those builds. I don't like them. I feel like they're too slow and I feel like I don't accomplish enough. So I kind of searched out and have been playing around with a lot of hero builds. Like, look, if you go into my deck list, I have my Gemini heroes, I have Goblin heroes, Hero Cloud9, Hero Kid, Hero Rabbit, Hero Stun, Hero Worm Beat heroes, Hero Dino Control, Hero Sworn, and then we have a few other scattered hero decks. Worm Hero, Ninja Hero, Masked Heroes. Yeah, I have a lot of hero builds because
it gets hard for the heroes.
I do get hard for the heroes. I have Crystal Heroes, which is a deck I used as a kid that I won at locals with. But yeah, I've been searching for my own personal perfect hero build, and then like I was testing like heroes with other archetypes a lot, until I just sat down one day and made an entire hero build from scratch. And this is that build. Very aggressive and very controlling. So let's go ahead and get into the deck. And we'll start with the hero lineup, which is 1 Stratos, 3 Alias. That's literally all you need for this deck. I was running Elemental Hero Ocean as well, but I felt like he got cloggy. And I don't need the hero aspect to really win with this deck. But it's definitely an extra plus when you get it. So you just need the 1 Stratos, 3 Alias. Next, we do run 1 Crusader of Endymion. He's a light target for the Shining 1900 beat stick. Plus, the real reason I put him in here is he's another Gemini, because I don't want to just run the 3 Alias plus 2 Gemini Spark. I want that 4th Gemini target, just for more consistency with Gemini Spark. So that's why Crusader of Endymion is in here. Next, we get into the aggressive control aspect, which is 3 Guiba, 3 Hydrogeddon. Not many people remember Hydrogeddon. He's kind of overlooked, but I'll talk about him here in a minute. We have 3 Guiba. Everyone knows about Guiba. He's ran in Dino Rabbits. He's Dino Rabbits' alternative to getting Lagia and Dalka out. Yeah, so I put him in here not only because can he get Lagia Dalka out, but he's a fire target for Elemental Hero Nova Master, which is awesome because Nova Master is a great monster to use, and not many people can really get him out often in the main deck. So I feel like if you can get Nova Master out game 1, then it's a good plus, because most people can get them out game 2 when they like side end super polys and stuff. But if you can get them out in game 1, that's awesome, because those extra draws plus the high attack points really do pay off a lot. So we have 3 Guiba. Next, the 3 Hydrogeddon. not many people know about Hydrogeddon, but he's pretty much another Guiba. The only problem with Hydrogeddon that makes him a lot less impressive than Guiba is he does have 100 less attack, and the fact that Guiba doesn't miss timing because it's he doesn't miss his timing, yet Hydrogeddon can miss his timing quite a lot. So you want to save Hydrogeddon for stuff. You want to save Hydrogeddon for when you know he's not going to miss timing, because he can tend to miss timing a lot. Guiba doesn't miss timing. Plus, if you like point for point a monster with Guiba, then you still get your special summon. You cannot do that with Hydrogeddon, however. If you guys didn't know what Hydrogeddon does, when he destroys a monster by battle, he can special summon another Hydrogeddon. The thing I like about Hydrogeddon is that, unlike Guiba, when you get your Hydrogeddon, the one you special summon, it can attack that turn. So what you'll do is you'll attack your opponent's monster, get your second Hydrogeddon special summon, and then attack directly for their life points. This also pays off when they have more than one monster on the field. You attack, get your second Hydrogeddon, attack, get your third Hydrogeddon, and then either attack a third set monster or attack directly for 16. So I feel like Hydrogeddon is awesome. Plus, he's a water target for absolute 0, which is always a great plus. Next, we do run 2 Thunder King, because 2 Thunder King is just way too good. I don't feel like it conflicts too much with the deck. We do run 2 Ecall and 2 Duality, but you can usually use those before you summon Thunder King, and then it's no problem. Yeah, and then we run 2 Effect Feathers because it's way too good this format. I couldn't fit 3 in, and nor do I like to have 3. I just feel like it gets cloggy, and I don't have very good hands. Even though I can negate my opponent's plays, I don't really have trouble getting over my opponent usually. So I feel like 2 Effect Feathers is perfect amount. We do run 1 Spirit Reaper, 1 Grand Mole, and 1 Gores. These cards are just way too good in this deck. They're kind of your fallback plans for if your hero control aggressive aspect isn't really working. Then you can sit on Spirit Reaper. You can just bounce stuff constantly with Grand Mole, or you can just leave your field open and drop a Gores and then get really aggressive next turn. And that's the monster lineup. There's 18 monsters in all, and I feel like you can't have any more, yet you can't have any less, because this deck just draws way too consistently in its hands. I think I've only ever drawn a bad hand once, and that's when I drew a hand of all spell cards. So, yeah, I feel like 18 monsters is a perfect count for this deck. And we'll go ahead and move on to the spells. We'll start off with 2 Miracle Fusion. 3 gets cloggy. 1, you don't draw it enough. 2 is just right, because you always have targets in the graveyard usually. And the Hero Fusions are just way too good. And next, we have 2 Duality and 2 Ecall. 3, you don't need 3 Duality because your hands are consistent enough, but the dualities are mostly there for answers. Like if you don't have an answer to your opponent's plays, then you'll duality and try and find an answer. You don't really need this for consistency. It's mostly just finding answers to your opponent. The 2 Ecalls is obvious. 2 Gemini Sparks, I talked about that. We have 4 Gemini targets, and Gem Spark is just way too good. 2 MST, because MST is way too good. The only problem I have with MST is it pisses me off because I always MST into another MST. That shit pisses me off. And then we run 2 Smashing Ground, just in case there is something on the field that we can't quite get over, which is rarely anything. We can have a 32 beat stick with the Shining, or have a 24 control monster. So Rarely do they have anything that can get over me. But Smashing Ground is just a good answer, because there are those times when they do have something big on the field and you can't get over it. Next, we do run the 2 Lance because we run 3 Guaiba, 3 Hydra Get On. It helps get over things, plus it can help protect our monsters when we need them to. So Lance is just another good answer. Next, we run our 1-ofs, which are Monster Reborn, Dark Hole, and Heavy Storm. Those are self-explanatory. For the traps, we only run 5, but we run the Solemn Brigade, which is 1 Judgment, 2 Warnings. Those are just enough answers to your opponent's plays. Don't throw them around lightly, because they can be game changers. So save them until you absolutely need to. Chances are, whatever they're summoning, you can usually just beat over. So if something happens to where they're about to start controlling the field and start like whittling you down, then that's when you need to use these. We have 2 Bottomless Tripod because it's just too good for this format.
It's so sexy.
If you're playing Dino Rabbits and you have a set Bottomless Tripod, they usually lose, because they'll go Rabbit, Effect, get their 2 Cabazuls or Sabersaurs. Then if you activate Bottomless Tripod, it banishes both of their dinosaurs.
Really?
Yeah. When they get their 2 dinosaurs out with Rabbit and you activate Bottomless Tripod, it removes both of them. Because if you see right here, activate only when your opponent summons a monster, parentheses S. Therefore, it can hit multiple monsters if they are summoned at the same time. You destroy them and remove from play. So, Bottomless Tripod can hit both dinosaurs, which is awesome. That's why it's way too good for this format. For the extra deck, it's kind of self-explanatory. If you look at this deck, you can pretty much create the extra deck for yourself. But we run 2 Shining, 2 Zero, 1 Nova Master, 1 Gaia, and 1 Great Tornado for all our Elemental Hero fusions. That's kind of the standard hero lineup, and I don't really want to change it because it still works in this deck. And for the Xyz lineup, we have 2 Lagia, 1 Dalka. I hardly ever go into Dalka, but it's always good when I have it. And so we have 2 Lagia. I've never needed 2 Dalka. Next, we run 1 Utopia, 1 Maestroke, 1 Photon Butterfly Assassin, and 1 Blade Armor Ninja. This guy is a game winner by far. I love this guy. I feel like he's way too underplayed for how good he is. Maestroke's too good. Utopia's okay, I guess. And then we have Blade Armor Ninja because it's also too good. Now, here's my own personal tech. It is number 32 Shark Drake. I love this card. A lot of people say it's bad, but I personally love this card. And there are a lot of opportunities when you can get this card out in your game, but only use it if you can go for game with it. Because it is a bad card if it sits on the field. Because you just wasted 3 normal monsters to get it out. And you just wasted 3 level 4 monsters, to get it out. So only use it if you can go for game. Which I have used this guy to go for game 2 or 3 times. And every time I've won. So always save him. But that's the deck, guys. So if you like it, please thumbs it up. Leave a comment down below telling me what you think. If this deck is awful or if this deck is amazing. If you want, I don't care if you net deck. Take it out for a spin. Have fun with it. It's definitely a great deck. It's not bad at all. It's super good. So take it out for a spin and just have fun with it. Just have fun whooping on their monsters and then controlling whatever they try and do to counteract you. So thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe if you haven't. Click an ad because I'm the Silent Enigma. And TeamSlopyTaters out, guys.